What's going on, guys? We're out here in Los Angeles, California. We're in front of this beautiful home owned by none other than Mr. Excellence. He's going to be explaining a little bit about what he did to afford this beautiful home, and let's hope he lets me in.
Mario, how are you? How you doing,
Get it by yourself.
Come on in. What brings you here to the to our side of town?
So we just kind of want to see a little bit, obviously show off your beautiful home, and then kind of talk about a little bit about what you did to get here and just kind of your journey on, you know, see where you're at right now.
I love it. Let's do it. Hey, my favorite room in the house is a master bedroom. Let's go check it out. Come on up here. Here. So here's what I like. You know, when we moved into this house 4.5 years ago, it didn't look like this. And I told Rosita, I said, Rosita, I want to wake up every morning like if I'm at Cesar's palace. So what we did is we created my closet right here. This is my closet here with my clothes over here. I'm a kid at heart. I go to Disneyland 3 times a month on that. So, you know, I'm also a big Raider fan. I'm part of the Raider Nation here. And over here I have all my shirts. They come from the dry cleaners. All my suits, you know, I wore this one at the Excellence Awards, and just the different suits and variety on that. You know, I got a mess on my ties, but normally once a month Rosita gets them all nice and organized. And then over here, I just have a lot of my, you know, jerseys. Again, since I'm a Raider fan, Mr. Excellence, and I try to go to stadiums, you know, and even though I'm not a fan, every stadium I go to, I'll go ahead and put a Mr. Excellence for the jersey. And even if they're teams that I don't even like or they're enemies of the Raiders, we go ahead and still get the jersey with the Mr. Excellence on that. Just to show that, hey, you know what? I was there. I like it up here because we'll watch TV. We have all our snacks over here. You know, we fill up the refrigerator. All our snacks for midnight snacks, everything. We have our bathroom right over here. Little dirty over here. We got Rosita's closet over here. This is, you know, I got chased out of this room, but I got the front one. But this is Rosita created her own closet here on that, and she did it almost like a storefront on that.
No, I know the girls were bragging about this closet. All the way over here, all we could hear about was wait until you see your closet, wait until you see your closet. It's like decorated super nice. Everything was very beautiful. And just really quick, before we kind of keep going on with the house tour.
Okay.
For the very rare of you that don't know who Mr. Excellence is, if you can just do a brief introduction and what do you do for a living?
Mr. Excellence, okay, I've been in real estate for 39 years. I came in at 20 years old. And this 20 years old was when the youngest age was about 42 years old. So whenever I went to events, you know, whose kid are you, this and that, I had to kind of break in there. It's like trusting a 13-year-old today back then. You know, I'm Mexican. I came, my family brought me, you know, when I was 4.5 years old. They picked strawberries up in Salinas, California. And my mom for about 25 years, that's what she did. My dad eventually moved out to be a janitor. We grew up in the city of Whittier, and I graduated in 1982 from the class of 1982, and I got into real estate. But you know what happens is this. I never wanted to be a real estate agent. On my 10th grade, a teacher by the name of Lester Hufford, he was my life science teacher, and Lester drove a real nice car, 280Z back in the day, and he had a real estate firm in the city of Fountain Valley, And you know what happened is he told me one time, he says, Miguel, he says, you have the personality to be one of the best real estates that ever lived. And I asked him, Mr. Hufford, how much do they make? He says, oh, they're on commission. I go, you know what, I'd rather be a bank teller or something on that. He said, but that stayed. And when I went to, I was working at Jack in the Box for about 4 years. And I went to Rio Hondo Junior College. I failed a couple classes. I says, man, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm either going to be at Jack in the Box for the rest of my life, or I'll listen to Mr. Hufford. So I got, you know, that's what triggered me to get into real estate at the time.
Yeah, we could very clearly tell you're not a Jack in the Box manager right now.
No, I'm not. But you know what? Some of the people that knew me back then, they asked me, hey, are you one of the managers or a district manager for Jack in the Box that have never seen me? And then I tell them what I do on that. So it's great.
And then kind of breaking the story a little bit more right now, how you were saying that you were working at Jack in the Box and you were kind of scared to go into the commission base. What advice would you have to someone that's maybe already in their 20s or 30s and they're just almost too far into life that they feel like to make the switch over from their safe, you know, W-2 job over to now a commission job?
You know what? What I know today, as long as you stay in the game, being on commission is the greatest thing. If you don't stay on the game, it's the worst thing. Feast or famine. What I've learned is this: that there's 365 days for me to meet 15 people on that can make me a six-figure income. And it says, man, in 365 days, I'm teaching people how to find the customers and how to make a living. You know, we believe, you know, I believe that now at 59, going into my, you know, fourth quarter of my life, 3 things we got to do. We got to get closer to God, get organized, and start exercising so we can make it till we get into 80. So we also, you know, we have our little chapel here of our own where we had a cross built in, and we come in, we sit here, and you know, sometimes I need some encouragement, sometimes Rosita, and sometimes we both come in here and do a little praying on that. So we're here, Mario, we're here in the living room. When I got my real estate license when I was 19 years old, I went ahead and went to school with about 300 of us during that time. It was the revolution of real estate. People wanted to get into the business and all that. And you know what? I passed the test the 3rd time. Most of them passed it the 1st time. So what happened is this, is that, you know, I didn't know then what I know now, but we all had the same dreams. I want to make $1 million bucks. I'm going to own a house. I'm going to do this. I'm going to travel the world. Everywhere, 300 of us. And since I passed it the 3rd time, it started playing tricks on me, saying, gosh, you know what? I graduated with a 2.88, you know, easy classes. I didn't do good in junior college. I'm working at Jack in the Box. You know, maybe I was a dummy. Nobody taught me what sales were, because they don't teach that then, not even today. And from all the 300 of us, within the 1st year, 100 were gone. 2nd year, 200 were gone. By the 3rd, 4th year, everybody was gone except me. I can't think of a person that passed their test during that time that's doing well today. You know, that's it. I guess I was the only one from that little pack of 300 that made it, and all because Mr. Lester Hufford said, he planted a seed on me and said, you will be, if you get in, you'll be one of the best leaders in real estate. And today we got just under 70 offices, over 1,100 agents. So Mr. Hufford was right. And sometimes when you plant the seed on somebody and it grows, it's gonna just blow up on that. So I'm very big on planting seeds on people. So we're in the dining room right here. This is where we have dinner with our guests. The chandelier looks like a casino. So we love it because, you know, it shows really, really nice on that. And, you know, we have guests, you know, not every day, but we have them, and this is where we try to have our dinners with them and all that. So we're here in the backyard where we're getting ready for summer. You know, enjoy the summer, watch the games, jump in the pool, come back out.
So we know that you got your real estate license when you were 20 years old. What do you think your biggest mistake has been so far in this illustrious career of yours?
You know, in my 39 years, I went through 2 recessions. The recession of 1991 wiped me out. Then the last recession in 2008 wiped me out. A divorce wiped me out, the whole thing. So I had to restart all over again in 2009. And that's where excellence was born, in 2010. And again, I was living in a garage, at my parents' garage in 09, and I says, how am I gonna do this? I'm losing everything. Everything's wiping me out, the recession, the whole thing. I went back to door knocking. I said, hey, 100 doors a day will keep the creditors away. So I started going, boom, boom, 100, 200, made a sale, another one. And next thing you know, I was back on my feet, and the organization, while everybody was laughing, say, come on, excellence, what's excellence? Now with 70 offices, 1,100 agents, were everybody's nightmare out there, because we're pulling a lot of business out there. You know, and from what everybody thought I was crazy, now all of a sudden they think I'm a genius. But I was just a guy, you know, that made it because I never stopped prospecting. The day you stop prospecting, if you don't have the resources, you'll lose everything. Just imagine a river, boom, a river's coming, the water's coming down. You can get water, drink it, and this is delicious. But the minute it settles down, it starts to build mildew. It starts to get mosquitoes, and if you drink it, you'll get sick. So to me, going out and looking for business every day will dictate, you know, your motivation.
And then final question before we kind of end it off here: what does it truly mean to be excellent?
You know, excellence is, you know, it has many meanings on that. You know, if you live up to the name excellence, that means that you got to be an excellence in first-class service, an excellence in prospecting, an excellence in, you know, apparel, an excellence in everything. So it's a great name, but you got to live up to the name.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mario. All right. Pleasure, Mario. Okay.
Thank you
Have
so
a good
much,
one.
guys.
Thank
Have a
you for
great day.
stopping by.